So we're here in our second meditation of the afternoon, having experienced the higher aspect of self and the experience of being in higher consciousness. So we've all had our energy raised, and so we can now return inwards into that beingness within and feeling those connections that have been made as the light returns, as our frequency rises and the heart energy flows through our circle. So the Arcturians are with us, of course, bringing their crystal temple consciousness around our circle. And you feel them once more moving in with their love, their tenderness, their comforting blue light, and bringing greater peace. The Arcturian blue light always contains the violet ray, for Arcturus is the Elohim of the violet ray, the ray of transmutation, alchemy, transformation, which is leading us into our next era of evolution. So begin to relax into this crystal temple. You may see or sense or feel its formation in geometries of light, its colours, its shapes, and so on. But most importantly, allow yourselves to feel, to experience the dimensional energies that are here with us, lifting us. So we all know that in order to ascend into the fifth dimension, our shadow needs to be transmuted. As our issues are becoming more apparent to us, let us each focus on one of our fears or issues. It may be loneliness, it may be sadness, it may be fear of insecurity, it may be fear of loss. Whatever fear memory arises in you, now just let it come up. It may be fear of not being liked, fear of not being loved, etc., etc. Whatever surfaces for you now, allow yourself to experience, to bring your awareness to one of your fears which you would like to resolve. It may be from this life or another life, but it really doesn't matter. And you bring your awareness to it. You allow it to be there, you accept it. without any judgment. For this fear, this issue, this emotion within you comes from a part of you that has been wounded. And it is love which can heal any wound. So you begin to feel the love within, and that you can feel love for this aspect of self. You allow it to be. You're not trying to get rid of it. You are one with it, in the sense that you embrace it. And now the Arcturians, Juliano, Henio are the temple masters. Bring into the temple Mother SEKHMET. You gaze into the gigantic crystal there, and you see in its brilliant light Mother SEKHMET beginning to manifest there. She has no fear of the shadow. Her energy is soft and dark and warm. As she helps lead you into your shadow. Your angels are also present with you to assist you. So you face whatever issue, fear you have chosen, without fear. When the illusion of fear is not there, there is nothing to be afraid of. As she is present with you, you allow your experience. I am afraid of. I carry with me whatever. And in the presence of Mother SEKHMET and her energy flowing into me, I rise above fear. I face my own darkness. My higher self is with me. and with the higher awareness of my soul, I look into this aspect of myself in order to understand more. I ask to be shown what I need to see. When did this reaction, let's say, first begin in me? What was the situation when I first had that reaction? Doesn't matter if you don't get to see it, though it can be helpful. Saint Germain is present also in the temple and begins to fill the temple with the violet light. He and SEKHMET work together in unison. Your frequency is raised above fear. You feel the comfort of the feminine energies. You feel safe in the crystal temple and in the presence of the SEKHMET. You wish to release this emotion. You are ready to let go of your attachment to it, to simply allow it to be, simply allow it to flow. And you invite the powers of the violet light into all your four bodies, the physical, emotional, mental and spiritual, to begin its alchemical process of transmuting darkness into light. You are in a place of detachment, where the emotion can simply be observed. It's receiving love and kindness, gentleness and compassion. You may even begin to see how it is an illusion, no longer required as a part of your reality. As the violet light enters in, it begins the alchemical process. This lower emotion, which always brings you suffering, is transmuting, dissolving in the Christed violet light, and all that is required of you is to be present to this emotion and allow its transmutation and release. If you choose to let it go, if you choose that you no longer need it, and being in the crystal temple with the Arcturians raising your frequency for you will allow you to come into that higher reality where you know you no longer need it and no longer wish it to be part of you. And you feel the love within, for love heals. Old memories no longer needed. As you release your attachment to it, so it can dissolve away. If you find yourself stuck in this lower emotion, ask your angels that surround you to enter in, to assist you. Remember, there are many beautiful, loving beings here with you. You simply remain as an observer without judgment of this emotion, of the thoughts that perpetuate it, and trust that the Christed violet light of Saint Germain is transmuting for you. You feel the softness of SEKHMET. The whole whole temple becoming violet. It begins to have less of a hold on you. Partly because it is because it is loosening its hold on you, and partly because you know yourself to be so much more. It is only a tiny part of who you are. So you do not try to get it to transmute. You do nothing. And it will transmute for you in the violet light. It just requires that you accept it first. You allow it to be, and you let it fade away. SEKHMET, Saint Germain, the Arcturians, Mother Mary, all doing it for you. You must choose to release it. Choose to let it go. Release your attachment to it. And in this crystal temple, you are able to. For you are drawn towards the light, the love, and the peace of the fifth dimension. So you need no longer be afraid of your shadow, of moving into your shadow. For you know now how to be with it and how it is transformed. And Mother SEKHMET is always available for you. She's raising your frequency now, raising the vibration of this lower aspect that you brought. You become lighter. You smile with joy. And you rise above the shadow. And can relate to the inner consciousness of Goddess Hathor as she comes now. Feel the uplift within, the freedom, the joy. You can even hold more light now. You can be given another step up in frequency. Another stage in freedom, lightness. You return to your original purity. Allow these energies to fill you. And when you feel ready, you simply open your eyes.